What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Another day, another project over here at Auto Auction and Rebuilds. Today, Mike just showed up with the doors for the Impala. We're gonna go out there, probably have to do a little cutting on the front door to get to the latch to get it, open so we can get the door unbolted and off. And then we're gonna remove the doors, put the new doors on, and fingers crossed everything goes well and that the paint is even the same color. So let's jump into it. All right, so we're about to get started. Mike threw some of this paper over the windows and stuff. Mike, what are we going to do first here?
Well, our front door is stuck shut, so we are going to try to cut out around this handle, kind of get a little more access in there, and see if we can get this thing open.
Okay, good deal.
Fire, no big deal, right?
There
it goes.
Well, damn, that would have been easier than cutting the door open.
Exactly.
But
that was good for your...
the views are going to be great. Those sparks are badass. So, all right, it's a little hard to see, and I'm doing some of this without you people. But there's a cover right here. It's got like a Torx bit in there. Then there's a little cover that goes in here, a couple of more Torx in there. And I don't know, I've never done this before on this particular car. I'm not sure that there's anything else. There might be something else under here, but I don't think so. I think from here, we can start popping it off. And I know y'all are gonna be really mad because I don't have a trim tool kit. But the good news is my fiance says she's gonna possibly get me one for Christmas. So just kind of work your way around the edges. There you go, start hearing those clips pop out. There we go. It seems like we're held up right here, so I'm going to bet that maybe under this reflector, maybe there is a screw. And there is. The deal is you got to be careful when you're doing something like this. You've never done it before, you don't know what you're doing. When you're prying on the door panel, pry carefully all the way around. If you feel like you're getting hung up somewhere, just stop. And have a look, because deep down in there, we got what looks like a little 8mm we need to get out. Okay, we got that out. Now you should be able to just lift this up and get it out of the way. On the back side here, you're gonna have a plug you gotta get off right here. You're gonna have another plug connector right here. And then you gotta get the handle off, which I can't do this on camera. And even if I had a head mount, we wouldn't be able to do it. But we're just going to pop this out, get it off the handle. This whole panel is going to come off. Okay, so we got the door panel off. Disconnected the, this one I didn't need to disconnect, so whatever. It's done anyway. Disconnected this that goes to the door controls. And then this is the main harness for the whole door, which runs into this A-pillar right here. And a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times you can actually... when these are still connected together, you can reach into that hole and you can pull the plug out so you have access to it right here. And then what we'll do is when we put the new door on, we'll just connect these back outside like this, lock them down. This is a locking connector right here. It's very difficult to push, but this goes back forward. Then you just push it in there and you push this grommet back into that hole to keep it weather tight. So now we can remove this door from the hinges, or remove the hinges from the car. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet. We'll figure it out. All right, we decided to salvage the windows out of these doors, the old ones, because these windows don't have, the front windows don't have any tint, and the back windows have just a light tint, whereas the doors that we got from the junkyard have really dark tint, so that's not going to match up. So what we did is you lower your window down until you can get to the bolts that hold your window on. There's usually 2. And once we got the window down to here, we got one 10mm bolt here, one 10mm bolt here. And these should just be clamps. So you don't even have to take the bolt all the way out. You just loosen it. Loosen both of those 10s. We'll see how this works out. We'll see. These may not be the type I'm thinking of. You may have to take the bolts all the way out. We're about to find out. Okay, we got to take those all the way off. Okay, once you get your bolts out, you want to get your window lowered. And once you get it about as low as you can, you just angle it out this way at an angle, pull it up, and literally your glass slides right out your door. Just like that. And now we're ready to pull the door off. All right, so now we got a 13 mil and we got a bolt here. We got another one right here. Then we got 2 more down below. Difficult to see, but one there, and then there's one right behind it. Pull these off. Just keep ratcheting it. And then the door will fall off and probably hurt me pretty badly. Okay, we just got our bolts out. Now we're gonna see if this door just comes right off. There we go. There we go. That's it. She's off. One door down, one to go. Mike's over here trying to pull. This window's being a real bear. You can't, even though it's unbolted, you can't just get it out. You got all this trim is not just trim, it's actually the tracks that run into the door. So what Mike's doing over here is pulling out the connector for the door. I'm gonna try to get this wire harness out of the way because it's definitely in the way of things right now. There she goes, there she goes. Or, so close. There it goes. Be careful. There we go.
All right. Woo.
Another glass down.
We earned that one.
And now we're ready to pull this door off. You know, the more I hold the camera, the more I think I'd rather just be a video guy. I'd rather just stand here and hold the damn camera. No, that's a lie. I love working on these things. And off she goes. Now, for the thumbnail of the video,
There you go.
right there. That's the thumbnail. All right, next step is take the doors complete, just as they are, plug them in, bolt them up, and that way we can use the window regulator and the switch to bring that window up and down so we can actually unbolt the window, remove it. We're going to do the same thing with the front door. You guys said that I don't record enough of the actual process, so hope you enjoy a long video.
Dude, I had a guy call me the other day. He said, hey, so how much do you guys pay the IRS and how much do y'all pay the real guy that does all the work? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, ha ha, very funny.
Who's the real guy?
Yeah.
All right, this door's almost back together. Then we can work on pulling out the glass and getting it swapped out for the glass from the original door. Ta-da! Does the door work? Oh, that is way off.
It needs to go forward.
Way
just
off.
to air.
Oh, I was kidding. But yeah, it does look like it needs to go up a little bit.
That's no big deal. We could get that out.
Yeah.
Let's hang the front door first to see where we're at before we start adjusting.
Well, it sure looks a hell of a lot better than it did. Whoa, yeah. All right. That's real close. All right, now what we're trying to do is get things lined up a little better. We're kind of disappointed to see that the paint is obviously way off. That sucks, but you know, it is what it is. I guess what that means for you folks is you get to see a paint video in the near future. So yeah, get ready for that, because we're gonna have to take this down to Mike's shop, and we're gonna have to paint these doors to match the car, because this is so far off that's not even gonna work. So all we're trying to work on now is getting the gap straight. The door gap here looks pretty good. It looks like it's fitting well up here. The back door, however, is sitting out a little bit up here. You can see right here it's out a lot, so we're trying to work on adjusting the door. The gap here is way too tight, so that's what we're working on now, is trying to get these gaps straightened out. So right now he's adjusting the hinges. We've got them just cracked loose just enough so that you can get in there, tap on them, and move the hinges back some, so we can try to get these door gaps a little bit better here. We're almost there, guys. Got to just tap it up a little bit more. That should be it.
Yep, that's it.
We can lock these down, and then we'll check our gaps. All right, so here's where we're at. Other than having to repaint the door to match the car, here's the gaps, and it looks really good, really good. Same thing up here. You can see the trim is lined up with the back door. A little bit more work to do here. This is still hanging out just a little bit. We're going to handle that a little bit later. The gap here looks a whole lot better. Still got to finagle with this thing down here and see if we can fix that and get it put back together, or if we're going to have to go back to the junkyard and get that whole rocker cover piece, whatever. But other than that, it's looking good. It's looking real good. It'll look a lot better once it's painted the right color. All right, so we're going to end up swapping out these panels. We're going to swap out the windows, but we're not going to do that on video, because you already saw us pull the windows out the first time. There's no reason to repeat all that again. Same deal back here, door panel, just because these are really dirty, really nasty. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take all the extra parts that we're going to save, put them in the trunk. We're going to clean all this up, because this car may actually have to have a rebuild inspection. Because it's a 2010, it's something I didn't consider when I was bidding on it. Not that it's a big deal, but because it is under 10 years old, this car may require a rebuild inspection. So we're going to get it cleaned up. I'm going to take down Tag Agency and see what they say to find out whether it's going to actually require a rebuild inspection, or whether we're going to be good with it just as it is. So that's next. There's my dog. There's my dog. Oh, sneezy, 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 sneezy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Leave him alone. Come here. Get off him. Come here. Hey, dog. Dog. Hey. Come here.
Come on, you go.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, she wants to go.
That's awesome.
Come on. Come on. Get out of here. Come on. Come on. Come on. We didn't bring you out here for that. We brought you out here just to put you on camera for a minute. Yeah. Oh.
No, she just wants to throw up in the car.
Yeah, she doesn't like rides. She thinks she does, but not really. Not really. Okay, so we just got back from the inspection. It did have to have an inspection, and it passed with flying colors. They had no issue with it at all. We now have a good rebuilt title. The tags are legit. Everything is ready to go. We did find out that the regulator in this window is no good. The window will literally fall down. I've got a piece of cardboard stuffed in here to hold this window up temporarily. So I'm going to have to go pull the regulator. I think I'm going to pull both regulators since we're swapping glass anyway. I want to put the 86,000 mile regulators in these, because I feel like these are from at least 120,000 mile car. I want to put the original parts into these doors, because I think they're going to be more reliable than this. So be sure that you follow along at Weird Beard Auto Sales on YouTube, so that you can witness all this going down, because we got some paint work to do to that. We got paint and some major body work to do to this one. This damn tire is going flat again. We got the new hood hinges in, so in the near future, maybe we'll do a time lapse. I'm not going to go through the step-by-step unless you want to see a step-by-step. If you want to see a step-by-steps tearing this thing down and putting it back together, comment down below and tell us that's what you want to see. If you'd rather see a time lapse of the project being done, then comment again down below and say that you want to see a step-by-step. So let us know, step-by-step or time lapse of tearing off the front end. We got to go get the fender also. We got a lot to do to this, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Big shout out to Mike. You guys know Mike is Weird Beard, and shout out to my brother who's somewhere way back there. And yeah, comment below, tell us what you think. Subscribe to Weird Beard Auto Sales, and we're going to be getting to work on these in the very near future. For right now, I'm going to get out of here. Stay safe, everybody, and we will catch you very, very soon in the next one.